Hi there, Eric Baker, the naturopath, coming back to you again with some more video replies to some questions that we get from subscribers. We've got many questions to go through today. One question here is, Eric, what is the best tea for constipation? Tell me a good tea I can drink that's going to really help me. I think you guys call it poop better, or basically go to the bathroom better. What's going to make the bowel work more efficiently? Well, to begin with, why did you let yourself get to the point where you needed to take something to make you go? It's not really a very good idea, is it, to have to take things to perform a natural action that the body performs, by default every day when it's healthy anyway. So if you're not going, there's something wrong that needs sorting out. So the first thing I'd like to say before we even talk about tea is, why aren't you pooping? What's the problem? Why aren't you going every day to the bathroom? There's a reason for that, and it needs fixing. But a tea that I particularly like, which I often talk about and I tell many people, in the clinic, is prune tea. So all you need to do is get yourself 3 or 4 soft prunes. You can buy those in a packet, often just in the supermarket, in the health food store. Organic ones are better. The little dried prunes, they're soft, they're squishy, they've got the seed inside them. You're going to get 3 or 4 of those, and you're going to pop them in about 8 ounces of boiling hot water. So put them in a mug, or a glass or something, and then top that with boiling hot water. Let that stand for about a good 4 or 5 minutes. You could give it a bit of a stir every now and then the idea is to drink that, of course, when it cools down. It's a very, very good tea. It has a very gentle laxative effect on the gut. I find it to be excellent. Most people can tolerate prune tea. If you've got a candida yeast infection or a bacterial problem, you may have some problems drinking that kind of tea because of the sugar content. There is a bit of natural sugar in it, but I find for constipation, it's a very good tea. When you finish drinking the tea, you can nibble the prunes away from the pips and throw the pips in the trash. And if you have one of those drinks per day, it will help you. It has helped many, many people, that prune tea. Another good tea is peppermint tea. That's a good tea if you've got SIBO, or if you've got basically parasite problem or a yeast infection in the gut. Drink a cup of peppermint tea. Peppermint tea helps the intestines because it relaxes the intestines. So it relaxes the muscles. Many people get constipation due to tension and stress. Even people with the most perfect diets can get constipated from time to time. Peppermint tea is especially good if you've got any gas or bloating, things like that. Any kind of uncomfortable gut. So peppermint tea is one of my favorite teas just for the flavor. I grow a lot of peppermint in summertime. It's amazing. You grab a handful of peppermint, scrunch it up, and it's almost like you're being just really hit with this big flavor bomb. It's amazing, this fragrance bomb. It's incredible. Peppermint is so good for the body, but try peppermint tea. It's quite a good one. You can also at the health food shop get different kinds of tea bags, so you can experiment with those as well. There's one I like called Alpine tea. It's quite a recognized sort of name, Alpine tea. That's quite a good laxative kind of tea. I'd be careful recommending herbs like cascara or senna. I find them too strong and too purgative. They can have very powerful effects on that anal area, on that colon area. Many people have reported to me cramping pain, very feeling nausea, uncomfortable when taking senna or cascara. So those basically are a last resort. You don't use those first. There are many herbal teas you can try out for constipation. But as I said, I think prune tea is very good, and I like peppermint tea. But there's slippery elm, there's aloe vera, the list goes on and on. But try the prune tea. But if you have got a problem with bugs in your tummy, try the peppermint tea. So I hope that answers the person's question on the best tea for constipation. Be sure to check out my other videos on constipation. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I can reach more people that way, and I get so many very nice comments from subscribers and questions from new subscribers. I'm quite happy to always add to that pool. Thanks for watching my video.